The crunch culture conundrum. This is interesting because it has to do with crunch and video games. And we like video games. Shit. Oh, shit. Video games. Fortnite!
Expensive, time-consuming, exhausting undertaking.
It is expensive. Games have gotten more expensive every year. I feel like ever. But definitely every 5-year chunk, they're more expensive than they were previously. And they get harder and harder to make. And because the average hardware of everyone goes up, you have to make a much more textures. You have to da-da-da-da-da. And it sucks because a team, like I visited the studio that made that Avengers game. And they have this big office. And they have concept art on the walls. And they have rows and rows of desks of people doing art and programming, and they have all of this, and they have a lunchroom, and they have all of this, and you add it all up, and the game sucks. And then 3 people make Among Us and make a fucking mint. And you got to be like, damn, the economics here are a little off. Not only do game developers more likely get subject to crunch, but they also get paid less for the same jobs that often make more of a profit for their bosses, simply because people want to work in games. So they accept lower wages. Everyone, if you're working on fucking Genshin Impact, that game is printing money. You should make some of that.
All that lame-ass work-life balance, mental health shit can go to hell if it means we're delaying Frogger Ancient Shadow. Well,
holy shit, you better not fucking delay Frogger Ancient Shadow, though, for real. I've been waiting on that for a long time, actually. I get it. Like, I get it. Crunch, it's bad. Pay them more. But also, I'm also a gamer, and I do need my gamies.
I just have all this pubic hair, and I don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah, I really don't like that. I know that.
Introducing Manscaped, today's sponsor and the #1.
Okay. I was like, wow, this video took a turn. Yeah, all right. Let's skip this.
My friend Ed, who you may know better as Punk Duck, was recently hit by a car. He suffered.
What is going on with this video? Is it back to Manscaped? Did he just, is that real? Did he just follow his friend's death with another Manscaped ad?
I know some people have always said well, we're not holding a gun to your head excuse, but yeah, you are. My employment is in your hands, and if you don't like that I don't want to crunch, you're going to let me go, and I'll be out of a job.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about leverage here. If a game... Now, this is harder if you're at the bottom of the pyramid. But if you're a little bit up, let's say you've been in a company for a little while, 3-4 years, you're embedded in the game, even without a union. If someone tells you have to fucking ruin your life crunching, you can tell them that if you feel like firing me, someone who is pretty embedded in this game, and training someone new while you're crunching to make your holiday deadline, then go the fuck ahead. They're not going to fire you, dog, because they fucking can't. You got a little more leverage than you think you have. It's like literally like if I am trying to get a fucking YouTube video out tomorrow and I'm trying to pressure my editor. Okay, here's the deal. What am I going to do? Fire them, find a new editor, teach them about my shit content, give them all the clips? No. That's why I try to keep my editors dumb and poor.
I was brought on as the only animator for a season of a show.
Which is where he worked.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? One animator for an entire show? Fuck. That's crazy. You Ow, my hand just cramped. But I think people are afraid of recognizing and mentioning their leverage, and they also don't know how to do it without coming off as assholes. The truth is, even in your job, wherever you work, you probably have a little bit more leverage than you think. Because the fact is that even at the small scale, whatever scale you're at, for your boss, finding someone new, training them up is a pain in the ass.
Over 50% of game devs consider crunch expected by...
Jesus. 50% expected. The worst part, though, is when you're salaried. If you're salaried, if you make, I don't know, fucking 45, 60,000, whatever, 80, all the extra hours aren't making you any more money. All it is driving down your hourly wage to sub-minimum wage, even if you're making 80,000. What I think is interesting, though, is from what I've seen, crunch isn't even very effective. It's pretty predictable, actually, what happens when you force someone to overwork, is that eventually they burn out.
An anonymous employee told Polygon that they averaged 70 hours a week and that somewhere between 50 to 100 people were in the same boat.
I was always suspicious of this because literally the amount of content that Epic was... This is the problem, is this worked. This is the scary part. This worked. Because Fortnite got big, and the reason it beat PUBG was because they worked the fucking pants off their employees and had new shit coming out literally every week for Fortnite. I don't know if you guys remember that, but there was a period of time where people were like, who's going to win, PUBG or Fortnite? People were like, PUBG's more for adults. Fortnite's not going to make it. But Fortnite had new stuff every few days.
The company gives us unlimited time off, but it's almost impossible to take the time. If I take time off, the workload falls onto other people.
Both Twitch and Nvidia have this. I'm not a vacation kind of person, to be quite honest. When I was at Twitch, there was unlimited time off, but no one could take it. And whenever you leave or you're fired, you're not owed anything. You know, like if you've saved up 8 months of time off or whatever, if you never take vacations and you always work, then when you leave a company, they pay you for the time off. But with unlimited, you never accrue anything. So it's a bit of a sneaky gambit by corporations. For me, it hasn't affected me just because as I said, as a very unique, just uniquely to me, I don't feel pressured, but I just don't. That's not my, and I'm finally taking a vacation. My boss actually for Nvidia, my boss told me to take a vacation.
But here's the thing about contract work. In addition...
This is where it's fucked. Contract work, contractors in general have been so abused. Contracting is like, it's just a great fucking scam. They've found so many ways to reduce the leverage of contracted employees so they can push them around. Yeah, because the real schmoz of it is that they will try to imply that if you work hard, then when the game comes out, we'll bring you on or we'll hire you. But the truth is, your contribution, or they're not even looking at how hard you work, really. The answer to that question is going to come from things outside of your control. It's going to come on how well the game does. Like if the game flops, you could have worked super hard and done a great job and been a great employee, and you could still get either fired or not offered back. Like the game has to also do well, which is completely based on the market. The future of everybody watched Marketing Monday. Fucking true.
Stressed, underpaid, unhappy employee working the same hours as a fucking sweatshop worker is not likely to put out their best.
Yo, by the way, I don't like the way you said that. Also, no one should work. This sweatshop worker should also not work those hours. They're equally deserving of rights. Just because these guys make games doesn't mean they're above it. No one should. I'm working like a fucking sweatshop worker. Like, okay, yeah, no one should, right? Let's not make a value judgment here on what your work is. Like, no one should be working those hours.
An ex-developer at CD Projekt recently described how when asking management last year what their plan was if they couldn't hit the April 2020 deadline, their response was that they just had to. There was no plan B. Chances are, if you're already neck deep in crunch...
It's fucking stupid. Dude, I can only imagine what that game would have looked like in April. Because the one we got was buggy as fuck, and it came out in December, dude. It was just Red Dead 2 with a reskin. Dude, fucking Cyberpunk in April is... It's just a reskin Red Dead. It's just a disc. It's just the Red Dead disc, and they sharpied over it.
Wanting our game, but I had people that were like livid that I wouldn't give them the time that the game would release. Like,
yeah, but we're lovable scamps, though. Like, we're gamers. We're lovable. Look at us. We're cute. Look at all you guys. We just love games. We love the game. Okay? Yeah, we love a couple death threats here and there as a joke, as a goof. All right? Yeah, maybe I spent last night not streaming because I was tossing a brick through Hitman developers' windows saying, release it on January 31st or I'll be the Hitman. But it was like a joke. It was like, it's like a funny thing. Like they get the references to their game. So it's like, I don't know why all the fucking blame is on gamers now. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, don't send death threats to developers is my... Unless they're really funny like my Hitman one. That Hitman one was funny.
There were real humans out here arguing that crunch makes video games realistic and therefore better. And, you know...
That's a fucking tweet. Wait, you guys can't see it. Crunch gives you... Wow! That's a take! That's a fucking take! Holy moly! Based. By the way, Animal Crossing, I don't think they were going for this. It's not like the Animal Crossing team was like, fuck, we need this to look like Ellie.
That doesn't always mean it's okay.
What is this dude tired of? Being a fucking model? Are you crunching, brother? You got your fucking nice haircut, your rolled up sleeves, nice shirt, you put your fucking shoes off, socks on the desk. What are you crunching? He crunches abs. This guy did like 50 actual crunches.
It's not like nobody else did that.
You know who's, yeah, someone just mentioned it. You know who's really been crunching? XQC. We need to talk about this. It's a fucking problem. It's the dark secret of Twitch. Daily broadcast time, 10 hours. This is his average. Over all time. He averages 10 hours a day. Oh, I saw Hassan, dude. Hassan literally streamed 40% of 2020. 42% of all hours in 2020. Not cutting out sleep. I actually wonder, it's worth considering. So the economic dynamics of the game industry is what leads to crunch, right? I'm wondering if the economic dynamics of Twitch also force crunch. The thing about content creation is that there is an infinite number of competitors who are all working very hard to take your spot. And whenever you don't stream, there is no moat. You have no defense. Your viewership is very fluid. They can easily move to someone else. I wonder, it's a bad sign. Thank God we have Clint Stevens, dude. Thank God we have Clint.
Be awesome because you have passionate people who are excited and have cool stuff to work on, but you got to be careful. People can get so excited that before you know it, they're working a ton and getting burned out.
That's what I did at Twitch. I think this happened to me, literally. When I joined Twitch in 2014, it was pretty much right out of college, and it was like my fucking dream job, and I was so excited. I did nothing but I lived at the office. My entire day revolved around Twitch, and then I would on the weekends. So I would work all week, right? Then on the weekends, we would fly to an event. So it would be like work all week, fly to DreamHack, fly to Evo, and it's fun, of course, but you're also working at the event. And then you fly home. Fucking 13-hour flight, you fly home. You're tired, you get up, you go to work on Monday. I think I worked like that for 3 years straight. And then I was like, damn, wait, why am I not? I sure thinking like, why am I not happy? I feel like shit. Why am I not yeah, that it was a distinct feeling. It was a unique and distinct feeling. Like,
obviously there are things we could be doing better. Maybe it's better planning, maybe it's unionization, maybe it's a complete...
No, that's it. It's unionization. Literally, it's a lack of leverage. That is it. If the game developers unionize and there's a threat that the game won't get finished, like if they could just all strike or walk, it's a skill. They all have this skill. It's not like they can replace it easily. Let's make chat a union for leverage over Atrioc. Well, I don't pay you. But if you unionize, I'll have to. Fuck. Good video. Well, we got a lot of talk on that one. That was a good one. This kind of attitude is why chess isn't getting updated. Dude, the chess developers, I'll say it, need to crunch. It's been 2,000 years. The queen is still OP. I know I've been talking about bad crunches. I know. But at this point, can we get a fucking patch? Can we get a DLC for chess? Please. She's so broken. I'm a bishop main, and it's like every day I'm putting my fucking ass on the line, hustling to move diagonally. And it just feels like these queen players walk all over me.